Hello, my name is Todd Rawlings, and you are with Cordial Conversations. Just a time to be able to speak my mind on different things, and I'm trying to build my channel. So please, if you enjoy the content, would you hit subscribe and hit the like button. I wanted to talk today about something recently in the news with Jalen Rose and Kevin Love. Kevin Love was picked to be on the Olympic team, and Jalen Rose took it upon himself to question the motives of the people choosing and said that Kevin Love is a token white person. Now, not only do we not need that sort of thing in this day and age, I would hope that celebrities would be trying to soften the conversation out there. There's not a reason for it, not a reason to say it. Again, he's questioning someone else's motives. What it does is it increases his popularity and gets him on the news, gets him in front of the camera, and allows more people to see him. But I just wanted to talk about the situation a little bit. I don't know exactly why Kevin Love was picked for the team. I do know that there are a lot of reasons to put someone on an Olympic team. And we've seen that throughout history, even with the original Dream Team. There were people that were past their prime. There were people that were injured and couldn't even give their all to it. But they put them on the team. And I think that with the Olympics, one of the things we should do is celebrate our heroes. And it should not just be what you did this year, what you've done the last 4 years. But there should be other reasons. And I think that that's one of the things that keeps the integrity of the Olympics. It's not just about who the best person was and who the best numbers were. As a matter of fact, they could probably pick other white players that had much better numbers if they were just looking for a token white person. But they picked Kevin Love. Now, Kevin Love, there's a lot of reasons to pick him. Here is my first and foremost reason. Kevin Love is a national hero. Kevin Love is a hero to so many millions of people in this country. Kevin Love has fought depression. Kevin Love has dealt with that throughout his career. If you are someone, one of the 51 million Americans that have dealt with this, have dealt with depression, I've dealt with it. I have friends that have dealt with it. I've known people that have gone through hell dealing with it. Something others may not see. It's not like a cast on your arm. It's something that you have, and it literally causes people to not function through the day, to be able to drive to Walmart, to be able to have a conversation with other people. And some of the people I admire the most in this country, I won't mention them all, but actors and actresses that have dealt with this. And yet they continue to do their jobs. For Kevin Love, I am just in awe of the man. For me, he stands for a person that goes out night after night with a debilitating situation that makes it very difficult for someone to go play basketball, to go out there, to have the integrity of being able to get up and do this. He is a hero to this country. And I would like to see them in the Olympics, maybe even highlight that with Kevin Love and let him talk about what he's gone through, because a lot of people that have had a mental illness have felt forgotten. Others don't understand it. There's no way you can understand it unless you've been through it yourself. And what it's like some days to wake up in the morning and just not know if you can go through the rest of the day. Kevin Love does that. Kevin Love plays at the highest level possible as a basketball player, and yet he does this every night with something that causes him that regular pain. We have heroes. If you have an injury, some type of physical injury, and you go out and play, people lift that up. People brag about it. We talk about what a man he is, and that he was able to do this in pain. And can you believe that he's still able to compete with the pain that he's dealing with? And we don't question injuries anymore. There's a lot of NBA players right now that aren't playing, and people could step back and go, why exactly you're not playing? You didn't tear anything. You're not having a surgery. Why are you not playing? And yet we celebrate them. And yet, here is something that 51 million Americans deal with. And if I'm speaking to any one of those 51, you know what a challenge it is. And you can put Kevin Love down. Kevin Love down as one of your heroes. Really, what he does is simply amazing. He is a hero to so many people. Now, are people going to say he was picked for that reason? I doubt it. I doubt that would ever have come out. Anyone would have said that. But I'm hoping that someone had the awareness to choose him, and then within the Olympics, do a side story. Let him talk about it. Let him encourage other people. Jalen Rose, I don't want to say too much about him. I mean, I like him as a broadcaster. I think one of the problems that we have with news of any type, whether it's world news or whether it's sports, is that there's not enough to talk about in 24 hours. So we have a lot of people that aren't talking about what's happened, what's the news of the day, but we have people that are just blabbering off and just talking about whatever. One of the reasons that I feel we should never judge other people is that we don't have enough information. And we don't know what took place in this room when people talked about it. I like to think that someone had that conversation and they said, we need to highlight Kevin Love in the Olympics when there are hundreds of millions of people across the world watching this. Touch those people at home who can look at this man playing. I think a lot of people would do it in tears, and they would feel the same way I do. I think that they would say Kevin Love is a hero, and it is so good to see someone dealing with the same things that I've dealt with that gets out there and gives his all and doesn't miss work and plays and does it at a high level. So I don't want to say too much again about Jalen Rose. It's a disgrace that he said what he did, and especially when he does not know the entire circumstance. He doesn't know it, so he shouldn't be saying anything about it. He likes to go on and on. He apologized, but he didn't really apologize. But when you don't know the situation, when you don't know why they may have picked this person, and again, when you are completely removed from any type of mental illness, when you have never had depression, you've never had anxiety, if you've never had it, then there's so many people out there that can't understand, and they just don't get it. And they don't understand how incapacitating this thing is for someone. So I am cheering for Kevin Love. And I hope that the people putting together the shows have enough good sense about them to do a wonderful thing. And that is to highlight this hero within our country. And so I would just like to say myself, thank you, Kevin Love. Thank you. To Jalen Rose, I'll just say nothing. If you like the content, I'm trying to put together my channel. Obviously, I'm not doing editing or anything yet, but please subscribe and hit the like button. And I appreciate your comments. Try to be easy on me. I'm just new at this and trying to work it all out. So thank you very much. Good night.